Hey friends, it's me, the Ebony Otaku, the well-rounded nerd. Random video. I got something fun. Fun to me. Anyway, so I'm all about, those things that bring us escapism and joy, no matter how ridiculous they might be. You might notice the Hello Kitty earrings and the Hello Kitty shirt that I'm wearing. And I have two leggings that match this particular shirt. And now Crocs that have become my new favorite shoes. But I'm all for things that bring us joy. There are so many things out there that steal our joy and compete for our joy that we gotta, it's okay to indulge. If nobody is giving you permission to indulge, I am giving you permission to indulge. And there was something I had wanted for quite a while, but I didn't know what it was called. I had just seen it in some shorts and reels. I neither tick nor talk. If I see one, it showed up on YouTube. I'm not going into that app, not doing it. Can't make me. But I wanted it for a long time, and I thought it was just the coolest thing. Because along with all of this ridiculousness, I am also a person who likes, the smell goods, the candles and the incense. I got a diffuser, a wax warmer, an incense burner, and candles in this room. That's this room. There's a whole rest of the house out there. So, there was I don't even know, you know what? Let me quit talking about it and let me show it to you, because I still honestly don't know what the proper name for this was. I had to put in all kinds of search parameters to find this item. So, let us open. I actually have not opened it yet, so you will see it when I see it. I have to turn off my other phone. Ready? Watch it not be spectacular in here, and I'm just opening this for nothing. It says Tu Moel, I don't know if I'm saying that right, premium incense burner set, natural incense. So it's I know you're like, it's just an incense set. Look, y'all. Again, you see all of that? Nothing's ever just something in my world. No. We don't do regular. So finally I can get rid of this big old cardboard box. My dog is not in here at the moment, so there's that. So let's, we do love a cellophane moment. I still don't know where my multi-tool is. I'm pretty sure it's under my pink chair, but I've not gone down there to find out. So, cellophane, making a mess. So this is a different type of incense set. So now let's do box reveal number 2. Let's see if this is worth it. I do like the box. Nice. I love a good packaging. There we go. That's what I was hoping was going to happen. It smells good in this box. We like a good smelling box. Okay, so this is a different type of incense set. As you can see, it is not a stick that you put in a burner. It's a little bit more complicated than that. So what I saw was a video, and there's, I can't even tell you the channel because it just pops up randomly, and I should have subscribed. There's my ad, like, comment, subscribe. Anywho, but it was a beautiful bowl with kind of a white powder in it. Don't be funny. And then tamped it down, made it flat, and then on top of that, a stencil went in, and then the person doing the demonstration put down the incense in this mold and then pulled it off. It would leave the incense in a beautiful pattern on top of this powder, and then you would light one end of it, and it would burn the powder, and then you put this nice little globe on it. Something like this. And I'm kind of glad that I ordered this. Oh, look at these instructions. Yeah, I just explained all that, and look, there it is. All of it. I did not lie. This is what I saw. And so it shows you the steps on how to do this. So you scoop out the stuff, you tamp it down, and then you put in the incense burn, and it's just beautiful. Does it have any bearing on my life? No, but I wanted it. And that's what this video is about. Sometimes you just got to do something ridiculous because you want to. and for zero other reasons than it made you smile. That's so much consumerism. Well, they already made it, so it's kind of like with recycling. Hey, tree was dead when I got the paper. I mean, I'll put it in the blue bin. It makes everybody feel better, but I didn't kill that tree. So if somebody's going to be out there working hard to create this stuff, I'm going to do my best to help them stay employed. So anywho, that's me. Don't be problematic, girly. Then you won't have anyone watching your channel. So, oh my God, I love little fiddly things. I love stuff that has like a lot of bits to it. Like, okay, you want to see my lunch tray? I've already eaten it. But yeah, it's a bento box. I put charcuterie in here. Well, mostly fruit and cheese. There was no meat involved because I wasn't feeling it today. But yeah, this is how I had lunch today. I had like 2 types of cheese here. My little crackers, some plums, had some cherries, some sugar bomb tomatoes. It was delightful. But I mostly love this because it's fiddly. You guys, I like little fiddly stuff. I love making tea more than drinking tea. Like I have like 7 tea sets just because I love the process of making tea. I learned how to make authentic matcha and learned tea ceremony just for the fiddliness of it all. I love stuff that involves pomp and circumstance, and I do not know why. Like, if it takes 17 bows, 90 steps, going up a thing and ringing a gong, I'm into it. You know? I love, like, respectful pageantry. That's what we'll call it, respectful pageantry. I love a cathedral because you walk in and you're like, ooh, holy. Oh, my chair is sinking on me. 1 second. Well, that's a height difference. But yeah, you walk into a cathedral and it's just like, oh, look at how all of this is. Like, I go to midnight mass every year. I'm not Catholic. But what I do love is some pomp and circumstance. You want to go to some pomp and circumstance, hit you up a Catholic church on midnight of December 24th, 25th, when the day changed. Yeah, it's just, midnight mass is glorious, swinging the incense burner. Like, it's a good time. All about it. But this kind of appealed to that inner pomp and circumstance snob that lives in here. She's there. I acknowledge her, and sometimes we have to feed her with little fiddly stuff. I think that might be why I enjoy building Warhammer and other stuff so much, because it's little and fiddly. It's like full control over a final product. Ooh, I just learned something about myself. So let's look at what's in here, because it's all quite beautiful. Oh, this is heavy. Okay, so this, oh, it's real, it's brass. This is the actual incense burning pot. So in here will be the base powder. Ooh, it's got like a little velvet in here, so I'll take that out. We don't need that anymore, or maybe we do, I don't know. But it goes down in here, and then once you fill it and light it, you put this on top, and then the incense will out. I know, right? So then let's see what else we got. So I have decent Japanese. Decent, not good. There's a difference. My Spanish is good. But let's be clear about the Spanish I learned, y'all. Because in school, I'd studied French for 8 years. So 4 years in high school, 4 years in college. My French is pretty good, actually. My Spanish, I learned as a necessity for going to Mexico so much. So I know very, like, colloquial, local, you know, I can get nothing to compare it to. Like Southern English is like its own version. Like, I know Mexico Spanish. Don't come at me with the Castellano. And then also I've learned Japanese for work, in case you want to know. Like, is it to watch anime? I mean, that kind of helps. But Japanese is a very intricate language. Japanese and Korean and Cantonese and Mandarin can be very difficult to learn for Westerners, because it is a structure of language that is completely foreign. It's easier for us to learn a Romanized language, you know, that uses the alphabet we're familiar with, you know, like the Latin root languages, basically. So, you know, the French, the German, Spanish. I know you're like, what about like Dutch and Swedish? That's a whole other set of languages, actually. So, like, Russian is one of the hardest languages on earth to learn. You can live there for 10 years as a foreigner, but be good to say hello. It's that difficult. But like Russian, Turkish, Icelandic, that's a whole other string of language structure that is off on its own. And you've got your Romanized languages, which is kind of where us English speakers and Latin root language speakers live. But then your Eastern languages, that's a whole other thing, because their written language developed as symbols of what is being implied versus, like, you know, direct. So it's a whole different thing. And then we're not even gonna get into Arabic today. But language is beautiful. All that to say that I kind of know what this says, because my kanji has never been great. My katakana and hiragana have always been decent. Romanji doesn't count. It's just the romanization of Japanese words, meaning using our phonetics to be able to read it. But my kanji, I got to study some more Mandarin. I study, you know, for fun. I have a job that requires me to learn many things. So I just have a brain that's wired to learn stuff. If you give me like 2 months in a textbook, I can dabble pretty well in another language. But I'm just wired that way. All that to say, I kind of know what this says, but not completely, because something no, yeah, don't know. I'll have to translate it. Yeah, I don't know what that symbol means. I don't know what that symbol means. So, yeah. It's kind of, when people ask you to translate stuff, they're like, so what is this? So, like, what's my name in this language? And I'm like, what does your name mean? Because everything's not a direct translation. Like, I think I gave an example of that in another video, but like, I couldn't think of anything on the spot, but I started thinking about it. Like, think about the names of cars. Like, there's a car out there, I don't know if they still make it, but it's called the MR2. M, the letter M, the letter R, the number 2. They had to change that name in France. You know why? Because if you say MR2, it sounds like Emerdu. You know what Emerdu means? Go look it up. Me poop, basically. Like, I think specifically like horse poo. So everything doesn't directly translate. So like, when you ask somebody like, can you spell my name in Chinese? They don't need to. It's not about taking your Romanized name and making it Chinese. It's what does your name mean? And which is a whole other thing, because a lot of countries don't even name children. I have gone on a tangent. Don't even name their kids for the first year of life. So there's actually a naming ceremony, because they have to see who the child is to give them a name that applies to them. Is this a happy child? Is this a curious child? Is this a sporty child? You can tell all of that in the first year of life. But like, we don't know this little person. So rather than us assigning the name that we've always wanted to give them, we want to see who they are and give them the name that fits them. I kind of like that. But, you know, you just grow up getting called baby until you're a year old. So there's that. All that from language. Y'all, she teaches for a living. What can I say? I can talk. She can talk. But yeah, this is the container. But I love stuff like this. It's a glimpse into another culture as well. It's fun to peek into another culture. You know, you can never, unless you move somewhere, you can never fully absorb into another culture. And then we're all born with our own cultures, which is lovely. That's what makes this tapestry called humanity so beautiful. Is the varying cultures and customs and norms. It's just, it's great. Good time. But this just, it interested me so much. And then, so let's look what's in here. It's jingly. We like jingly. And then this bag, y'all, this is well made. Like, this is heavier than it looks. This is my glass, but my cup that I drink water out of every single day. These weigh about the same. This is well made. Heavy is a good indication of well made. Like, when you're buying clothes and stuff at the store, you better feel that fabric. Does it feel cheap? Then it is. So, all right, so this bag here, nicely sewn, double stitched. Ooh, it's silky on the inside. We love a pattern. Let's see here. What we got? Dude, oh, it's all the tools. Oh my God, I get to put things together. Look, 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 look. This is, none of y'all care anything about this but me. I wanted to share. Hey, escapism is important. It doesn't always have to be video games, anime, and sports. It can be just creating a peaceful environment in your home, which this might actually end up going in my bathroom. Oh, look, it's a little handle, and you screw it in. Oh my God. Is that a lotus? I think it's a lotus. That is fantastic. So once I get the powder in here, I can, this is the little, and you stamp down and then you, okay, let's keep going because I'm not making any sense. Okay, so everything is like heavy metal brushed. Oh, I want to say this, I think the bowl is actually brass, but this I think is brushed nickel, which a lot of stuff is made of, so you can give it that look and it won't tarnish. Nickel is a widely used metal for this kind of thing. Okay, so, oh, they packaged it so smart. So this was inside the other bag, but this was outside of it, so I know that these go together. So this is a little brush for the excess. Ain't gotta tell me twice to be happy. Little fiddly stuff is fun. And oh, y'all, the scoops. These are the little scoops. I don't think y'all understand how happy I am. It matters to nobody but me, and I don't care. It's great. And open. There we go. All right. So, don't quite know what the, oh, this is the little thing that tamps, this is the thing that tamps down the sand or powder that your incense sits on flat. So, this is kind of awkward to secure, but I think I can do it. Got it. All right. Y'all, just putting this together is making me happy. I hope you're as happy as I am. See, you can go, peep, 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 peep. See? So now, I'll go in here and go flatten it out, and then incense on top, brush off the excess, and then we light. Can't even. What I can't is even. So all that gets to live in this beautiful little bag, so that's great. Let's keep going. So this, I believe, is that beautiful white powder, which I imagine once I dump this in here, I'm never getting it back out. So I think what this is for is if you move it and stuff, and every time you burn incense, you have to brush off anything that didn't completely burn off and then tamp your powder back down so that you can make a new form. So there's that. I hope I don't get censored for saying white powder 15 times. Algorithm, man. Okay, so what is this? Ambergris? Wasn't that the secret to being so dapper? Sweeney Todd. That was a Sweeney Todd reference. Do you get it? Let me tell you, my secret is just a touch of the ambergris. Didn't know that was real until this very moment. What is ambergris? Natural incense. This is the incense powder. Okay, so maybe this was making him smell good. So if you've not watched Sweeney Todd, there's a scene where Timothy Spall is talking to Johnny Depp. Sweeney Todd, I cannot remember his character. I haven't watched it in a long time. I want to say he was the Beetle. Like the cop. They call him a Beetle. But he goes into Sweeney Todd's barber shop, and Sweeney Todd is trying to sweet talk him to get to the judge that took his daughter and his wife away from him. But when he's trying to chat him up and make him feel good about himself, he goes, "Do tell me, what is that intoxicating aroma?" Something along those lines. And he goes, "It's blah, 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 and a touch of ambergris." This. And back in England, back in the day, people bathe like once a month, you know, because reasons. Yeah, a lot of cultures that were all like, "Ooh, they're so sophisticated and great, y'all." People used to not bathe. Ever. Like back in the medieval times, like water on the body? Why? Like everybody just walked around being stank. I wonder what this smells like now. It's in quite the, I love the bottle. Don't you love that? You should. If you don't, why are you here? So let's open and see what it smells like. I love the, this is lovely. I am so happy right now. I did not know this was going to make me so happy. Let's see what we got. What does ambergris smell like? I hope it doesn't make me sneeze. Here's what it looks like. Definitely a powder. And it can be formed. Wow. I have nothing to compare this to. And I'm really good with words. I could compare it. I can tell you how it makes me feel. It makes me feel like I should sit in front of a candlelit off altar and contemplate all of my life choices. That's how it makes me feel. Ambergris, interesting. But I can see though this is very strong, so you wouldn't. I assume you don't want to use a ton of this every time you light the burner. I assume that the reason they would use something like that back then was something that strong was going to mask your stank. So, all right, what else I got? There's a couple more things in here. I think I want to light one while I'm here. Coil incense as well. How lovely is that? So I can unpackage one of these coils. Is it also ambergris? It says it's natural and handmade. Okay, so where'd that little thing the company sent with me? Where'd it go? I am forgetting all of my grammar all of a sudden. There it is. So can I order more for them? Preparation. Gather incense sticks into the incense burner. Ensure you use the incense sticks in a well-ventilated area. The door can be opened. Ignite the incense stick. Okay. Oh, that's what this is. Okay, I lied. This is for an incense stick. So I can just put this in here and straight up light an incense stick. It's multi-use. No, I lied. So this is to do the powder pattern, but there's this little attachment here where I can turn it into an incense stick holder. So this screws in. So let me take that out. This would screw in. Somehow. Hold up. Wait. She's crazy. But that's what it says. It says that I can put an incense stick in it. That's what that is. Or you can just put the coil in there. Huh. So, okay, I see. It doesn't have to screw in. This is big enough for this to just go down in there. Oh, wow. Look at that. How cool is that, y'all? I didn't know what I was getting when I got this. I just knew I'd be happy. And I'm very happy. So, yeah. We just, in this... Oh, I see what it does. Okay, so what'll hold it in is when you put your incense stick down in here, the stick will go through and hold all of it up. Okay. Y'all, that's why engineers make money. Because that took an engineer to figure that out. And it took me more time than it should have. Or I can fill it. Yep. And then that little stamp makes this cute little lotus flower pattern. That is fantastic. So... well, what's this? There's one more thing in here. I did say there were two more things. Let me see if I can get it out. Oh, it is in there. A tube. I think it's a letter of authenticity, if I'm reading this correctly. No. I hate it when I see stuff I don't know how to read. I don't get to speak Japanese very often, so until I need it for work or something, I don't study it. Then I cram for 2 months when I know something's coming. Cramming's your best friend, y'all. Like, even if you don't have to learn a whole language to travel. Learn some words. Learn how to say hi, bye, where's the bathroom nicely. You know, your country's beautiful. This tastes good. Oishi. You know, just learn those things. Like, a little bit goes a long way when you are crossing borders to visit other places. Even if you can't speak fluently. No one's asking you to speak fluently. They're asking you to try. Let's try. Because everyone I know who's from Europe speaks a minimum of 3 languages. So I figured I needed to catch up. That's why I learned. I do not know what this is for. I will have to put the translator on it to find out. Or maybe it says in here. Sure doesn't. Does not. So I got options now. You know what I'm going to do? I don't think I want to fiddle with this just yet. But I think what I am going to do is grab a match and maybe a coil. And we'll light that. I'll be right back. Actually, my stick incense burner is a lotus flower. I got it from one of those shops that basically trades in everything from the in the Oriental training. So it's great. So let's do one of the coils. Coil. if I can open this. That's the hard part, is being able to open things. I like stuff to stay pretty when I open it, but that doesn't always happen. So I just have to deal with it. Can I just twist this open? No. I don't want to cut my box. Oh, there we go. Got it. Fingernails to the rescue. All right, open. So are these individual cool? Oh God, these look fragile. These look they look like wafers. How can I get one out without screwing it up? That is the proverbial question. Huh. You know what? I should read the instructions when I'm trying to transform one of those. Then maybe I'd have more success. Use the coiling incense. Prepare a coil incense burner. Ensure that you use them in a well-ventilated area. Have matches or a lighter. Ignite. First, place the fireproof cotton in the incense burner. That's what that is? There's 3 of them. This goes in the bottom. See, I'd have burnt my house down and not even known why. Let's see, ignite it first. Then place the coil on top. Okay, and I can tell which side it's supposed to be because there's a foil side and a black side. So the black side should go up. So let me flip that over. Actually, once the edges of the incense are lighted, cover the burner with the lid and wait for a moment. Allow the flame to naturally spread across the entire surface. The coil will burn slowly and release fragrance. Ew. Well, the men aren't here right now, so I'm about to smell this whole house up. You know, it's great because it's in this. I can move it. I can start it in here and then go stink up the whole house. I mean, perfume the whole house. Hey, if you got girls in your house, it's just, I'm sorry. This is what we do. Before I take a knife to this, is there another way to open it? This was supposed to be a short video. You know what? They're always supposed to be short. But she doesn't know how to shut up. So there's that. Oh, okay. Oh, it is fragile. I tried to get mosquito coils for our patio last year, and I broke every single one of them. All of them. So I got that cute little burner out there and no way to make it work. So I'm going to lay that in there. And I'm going to put this back in the tin so I don't break any of these. I am keeping this fancy box for now. Because I don't know how to keep up with all of this. I got some cleaning to do in my office. I haven't done another office video recently. Because it's starting to get, it's not out of control. I got stuff to put up. And that closet is, there's more stuff in there I want y'all to see. But my God, today, it is, when I went looking for a costume a couple of weeks ago, I was like, oh, this is stupid. Let me fix it, because this is dumb. So yeah. All right, so fireproof cotton pad is in here. Now let me do a couple of things first. Let's be neat. Let's put our little tools in the tool bag. I love a bag. We love this, don't we? If you don't, well, this video wasn't for you. You know what? Sometimes you got to make a video that's just for you and not the population at large. Like, if you decide you want to do YouTube, like me personally, I don't do it for the money. I was at first, when my mother was still with me, hoping that, you know, if I ever got this monetized, it could help me offset some of her care costs, but that is no longer a concern that I have. And I debated, do I want to keep doing YouTube? And, you know, I enjoy it. As long as it's fun, I'm going to keep doing it. And my husband enjoys watching my videos when I have to travel. He likes to play my videos so that he feels like I'm right there, putting things back in the box before I light this. So, I know, that's super cute, isn't it? We're so adorable. We're so adorable, it's annoying. So we're going to close this box. And I'm going to find a place for another box of stuff in my office. I should not complain. You know, it's not everybody who gets a relationship where you're literally just enabling each other's BS. Because that's what we do here. Okay, that is what we do. Is just figure out how to help each other be more ridiculous. So I can't hold this up and light it. I'm going to set it down here. And I got to take the lid off. But yeah, when she said matches, she meant matches. That's how I like my incense, is with matches. So it said, lay it here and it'll go across the surface. Children, don't do this unsupervised. There's my disclaimer. All right, I have got the coil lit. And then now this goes on top. I feel so holy. I don't even know why. Oh, now that is a refined incense. And a couple of places I've traveled to overseas, where the incense is a big deal, I have smelled some incense that I swear I've never even come across in my part of the world. How lovely to have this little experience of culture. Y'all, hashtag not sponsored. Get you one. I feel peaceful already. That is divine. It's so light and yet powerful. I can make the whole house smell like men don't live here. I'm joking. A little. Well, my friends, if you made it this far, thank you. That was ridiculous, but that's what we do here. We revel in ridiculous. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.